friends and welcome back. The poem that we are going to explain today is The Ball poem by the famous poet John Berryman. Through this poem, the thing that the poet wants to explain is that loss and responsibility are an important part of life, and pain may be pain of loss. Loss may be very painful, but it is an inevitable and unavoidable part of our life. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. Means the poet is trying to explain this in the form of a story that there is a boy who has lost his ball, and the poet had seen him very happily. He went down the street bouncing his ball, and then that ball has fallen into the water. Actually, the ball personifies the childhood, the innocence of childhood of that boy, and he has lost now. Means that innocence of childhood, the spirit of childhood are very important in anyone's life. And when one loses it, one feels very depressed. Even you and me, in some phases of our life, may remember our childhood, may miss our childhood. Similarly, here that boy has lost his ball and now he is very sad. Why? And the poet says that there is no use to say, oh, there are other balls. And an ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. Now the poet says that there is no need to say the boy that, oh, don't cry, there are other balls. Because there may be other balls, but the boy had attachment with that fallen ball. Now that fallen ball has been lost, and the boy must have had various memories with that ball. So there is no need to say that there are other balls, because that ball had its own memories linked in the mind of the boy. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor. Means again that innocence, because that innocence, the spirit of childhood of that boy has been lost, and now he's sitting there looking into the harbor where his ball has been lost, where in that harbor where he used to come, used to play, and where he spent his childhood. That innocence, that childhood has been lost somewhere. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Actually, this dime. Dime means 10 cents. 10 cents. And ball personifies the innocence of childhood. Means now the poet doesn't want to intrude on him, to intrude the boy by offering him 10 cents to buy the ball, because there is no need, no importance, because that ball that has been lost, that is important for the boy, and no other ball can compensate for that lost one. Now he senses his first responsibility in the world of possessions. Means this is the first time when the boy has lost something, maybe ball, maybe his childhood, and now he will realize that in this world of possessions, you will have to lose something, you will have to lose your loved ones, you will have to lose your loved things, and that is a very important part of this of your life, and this is a rule of world. So losing is very important, and people will take balls will be lost always, little boy. And here the poet is trying to explain that boy that people will take your ball, means people will take your loved things, your loved ones. You will have to do those things that you don't want to do. You will have to give your beloved possessions, but that is a part of life. And also things can be lost, and so you don't have to only keep on crying for the lost things. You will have to move on. And no one buys the ball back. Money is external, he is learning. Well behind his desperate eyes, The epistemology of loss, how to stand up knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Here the poet says that money is external, means money can only buy materialistic things, money can buy the ball, money can buy some other things, but that emotions, the memories that are associated with the ball or some other thing, that cannot be bought. That's why it's written money is external, because money can buy ball, but the memories related to the ball cannot be ever bought. And no one buys a, he is learning well behind his desperate epistemology. Epistemology means the knowledge of loss, means the boy is now having the knowledge of loss, that what it means to lose something. And how, and then once you lose something, once you lose your dear ones, everyone in some phase of life may lose his father, her mother, or some other friends, relatives, but that's not the end of life. You have to once again stand up, be strong, and move forward in your life. That is all a part of life. So the boy who has for the first time lost something, he has to understand that he has to get the knowledge of loss, and so he has to understand that losing something is not the end of the world, and after that he has to stand up once again. He also has to start up his life fresh again. So, through this poem, what the poet is trying to say, he is trying to give a very important lesson that loss, to lose something, is an unavoidable part of our life. We cannot avoid it. And so, we should accept it. Because once we accept something, it becomes easy to bear it, to endure it. So, in the starting, he uses words like merrily, because the poet has been enjoying seeing that boy playing with the ball, means the boy enjoyed his childhood, his innocence. And then when the ball has been lost, means when the boy has lost his childhood, then he is grief striken, he is very sad, he is not wanting to do anything. But the poet then wants to explain that this is because the boy has experienced the loss for the first time, and once he starts experiencing all these things, he understands, he accepts the loss, he will be used to in this world, in the manners of this world. And what the poet is also trying to say is that once there is a child, he is very innocent, but the world forces him or her to lose innocence and become mature, and that is how the world works. That's all. Thank you. I hope you understood the poem. Still, if you have any queries regarding the poem, you can mention it in the comment box, or you can email me at my email address, that is swarnashikha28@gmail.com. If you like the way I describe poems, please click the thumbs up button below, and please subscribe for more videos. Thank you.